Howdy, howdy. It's Thursday, third day out of the week. Today I'm on the way to Basingstoke. Interesting little day in Yeovil yesterday. They've got some good pubs, some really good people. The people were really friendly and I did have a really good day. It's really difficult to pub crawl because it was so spread out. There was a lot of walking between places and it's not really conducive to a town centre crawl as such. But you know what, it was good. Glad we've seen it. It was nice to be. And today, Basingstoke, know nothing about, but people have talked it up and said good things. So I'm on the way to Basingstoke from Yeovil. And my first port of call is today's sponsors for the video. So they don't actually open until 5 o'clock, but so I'm going to be passing around 11. Any chance you can show me around, we'll get you in a video and do it. And they have. Well, I find myself in the village of Wonston for the Wonston Arms. Now this was CAMRA's National Pub of the Year 2018, so presented with the award in 2019. So if you're a CAMRA National Pub of the Year, you know it's gonna be good. And I've been very excited to get out and see this one anyway. So they very kindly opened up solely for me to be able to stop here on the way through and show you around. So let's get inside and do that for you. Like I said, you don't win CAMRA National Pub of the Year lightly. It's not something they just hand out awards of. So many pubs, it's very difficult to be crowned the best in the entire country. And this was crowned the best in the entire country. And you know what? It hasn't lost any of its charm or appeal since then. It is a beautiful little village pub. Have a look for yourselves. See, when it comes to CAMRA, you do often win it based on how good the beer is. And there are 4 excellent cask ale offerings. But the place is everything. I mean, there are CAMRA awards everywhere. The pub is everything that a little village pub should be. So as I said, they have opened up especially for me. So the pub isn't actually open at the moment, but we're getting to show you around, and that fire is giving a lovely warming glow around. Even the stuff on the kegs, look, some from New Bristol Brewery, who are absolute legends. By the way, absolutely love their stuff on around here. But what a village pub this is. I can see why it's so popular in these parts, and the fact that they've managed to keep it going is absolutely brilliant. And if we take a little walk outside as well, you will see the quirkiness, let's call it, of the garden space. All built during COVID, all of this to ensure that they could carry on serving people and keep going. But yeah, these two scared the bejesus out of me when I got here. Apparently they're a village talking point. And I suppose if you're on your own, it looks like you've bought a date. Fair play to them. What a wonderful, wonderful little pub. The Wonston Arms, yeah, if you're a real ale fan and you want to tick off the CAMRA National Pubs of the Year, this is one to see. Over to Little London. So basically I've gone all the way through Basingstoke out to the other side of it because Josh from Lovely Pubs told me that there was one just the other side of Basingstoke that I could not possibly not come and see. So there I am. Plough Inn, and it is in Little London. And Josh was just telling me this is the original Lovely Pub. So this is what Lovely Pubs' page was basically born because of. This absolute beauty. He's talked it up to me something rotten. To be fair, so have the guys at the Wonston. They've just told me that I will absolutely love it. So I'm actually kind of excited and I just want to get in and see it. Plough Inn is my second stop of the day and it's going to be a good one. But, you know, sometimes when I get dragged out of my the plan for the day, it winds me up. I'm not wound up about this at all. This is a belter. So well over 400 years old. Multi-award winning CAMRA pub once again. I'm literally staring at a wall full of certificates again. Beautiful roaring fire going. Some amazing baguettes. And of course some great cask ale. Let me just show you around. With the wall of fame, the CAMRA wall of fame. Will on the wall over here. For a former landlord, so it's actually his actual final will and testament up there on the wall. But let's go around this way. So yeah, the fire is going and it's heating the place very, very nicely. Little low ceilings, plenty of beams, plenty of charm and character everywhere you look. And of course, it's about the beer and a wonderful cask. Now I've gone with this, the Golden Fiddle. And you can see some cask barrels sat behind the bar on there as well. Wonderful baguette menu. So I've got a baguette on the way, courtesy of Josh. Beautiful looking old place, this. So yeah, if this is the whole reason behind why they started their Lovely Pubs page, I totally understand why they did it, and the reasoning behind it is a super looking little place. Definitely one, again, you should make the effort to come and see for yourselves. Fair, yeah, Josh did tell me the baguettes were pretty hefty, and yeah, that's gonna keep me going all day. So nice coronation chicken baguette. That is two absolute bangers to have started the day with. On the way now, on that road that goes into Basingstoke. So in a place called Pamber End, Tadley, only a mile or two, maybe a little bit more outside Basingstoke, but not far. Be in there in a minute, and stop 3 is going to be this. It's the Queen's College Arms, maybe slightly more of a bistro style restaurant-y pub than it is a pub, but it is 16th century according to Google, and I do love an old pub, as you know. So let's go and see what the Queen's College Arms has to say for itself today. Through what I've got in here, well, there's no one actually at the bar, so landlord on normally, but not on at the moment. Bit of a shame, but yeah, decent little mixer. It is a 16th century building, so you can tell that this has been extended without a shadow of a doubt over the years. But the original bar, I would say, is probably this bit on the right hand side and extended out with a big dining space, really big dining space. But a little bit of car scale on, lots of people in dining already, and the food smells pretty good. And the Guinness, it's not actually too shabby at all, so it's definitely worth a stop off. A little look of it, so yeah, big old dining space over on this side. A lot of people in. There's coming up for December, and it's a lot of Christmas fair meals and things like that. But they do have a nice little bar zone, which does make it count as a pub, doesn't it? It is a pub, not just a restaurant. So yeah, I think it's definitely and this, I would have said this was probably the original bar area over on this side, and this here is probably all the extension. You see the pillar and stuff, so probably the extension on that side. But yeah, nice little stop. Little villagey bit down towards Basingstoke, Sherborne St John, and the pub in question is the Swan. So it is a Green King place, but have a look at that thatched roof. Have a look at the thatched roof on the other side as well. Very picturesque little village around here. Yeah, I love a thatched roof, and this one has a thatched roof to be proud of, for sure. Look at that. So Green King pub. Kind of know that we're probably going to encounter Green King IPA, but we're doing it anyway. It's Josh and Nicole's local, so got to see it. Back, there is no sign of Green King IPA whatsoever, and I've even had a cask ale, which is much better than a lot of the Green King ones that they have on. So you know, yeah. Hey, full marks for not having Green King IPA. It's always a good thing. But I've gone with the Brewer's Pale Ale from Chef and Brewer collection. So nice to see it. London Glory on the level head if you want your keg stuff. But no sign of Green King IPA. So a massive thumbs up, massive winner to not have to see that anywhere. Nice big old pub again. Big on the dining side, and then a nice extra sort of bar space down at this end as well with another bar to it. But it's very nicely decked out. Nice looking place, nice staff. It's another good one. So far, not even made it into Basingstoke, but it's been a pretty good day so far. Made it into Basingstoke itself now. So the first one that actually is Basingstoke is going to be this. Rising Sun. So on the outskirts of Basingstoke itself. Again, looks like a proper old little pub. Sat here kind of on its own. Little outhouses. That could well have been the toilet or something many moons ago. But open all day, every day. Stuff like free pool, sports. Looks like a nice, friendly community local to me. So let's get in and find out what they've got to say for themselves in the Rising Sun. This is a super pub. So it's definitely got a locals feel to it. But Lena's been here since February last year. She knows her stuff. She's definitely got her head screwed on. 3 cask ales on. The pub is a lot bigger than it looks from the front as well. Pool table up in this little bit where I'm sat. Big beer garden. Dog friendly. Nice vibe. Let's take you for a little wander. So I am on a proper job, which is very nice. Walk around. So it's dog friendly. That dog is ever so sweet as well. But you got one side around here, dartboard and stuff at this end. Nice looking pub. Sports playing. But if we go round the back, up here where I was just a moment ago. Pool table space, feels like a little separate area up at the back as well. But then this is definitely the piece de resistance on here as well, especially for the summer look. They've got a whopping great space at the back on here as well. So nice pub, got a few traditional values, good bit of cask ale, nice vibe. Head on down past the train station and under the bridge. There's another one sat down here. So basically the top side of the town centre itself now. And it's all sort of downhill from here, I think. Anyway, the pub is the Queen's Arms. And yeah, I'm in love with that. That is a little bit of history, isn't it? It's that there that would have stood there long before they built that obnoxious looking apartment building or offices, whatever it was, behind it. There's a beautiful unspoiled little pub right by the railway bridge and everything else just here. Gorgeous looking little place. Let's get in and see it. Looking at a pub that's well over 200 years old again, and it's not been messed about with at all. They've done a nice job of sort of keeping it feeling very authentic and very old school. Sort of really good little ale selection. One from Fat Cat Brewery, Norwich Heroes. Never been to the Fat Cat Brewery or any of their pubs in Norwich. You really should go, but it is a little beauty, this. Well worth a look. There you go, Embers, that's what I'm on, from Fat Cat Brewery. But yeah, if you've never been to that in Norwich, honestly, you really should get round there and see it. I'll take you for a little walk around this, so you can see how gorgeous the whole place is, because it really is. It's got loads of character, loads of charm, and just being very well looked after, I think. And you can see all the old wooden beams and the style of the place, low ceilings, all the way around. You can get all the way around a bar, which again I like to do. Yeah, what a great pub. What a super looking place. That is definitely an absolute winner. And yeah, if Basingstoke is offering me pubs like this today, I'm going to love them. Is get the rest of the outskirtsy bits done and get into the town centre, bust some numbers out pretty fast. That's the plan anyway. But as you well know, I don't always stick to the plan. But next stop's going to be this. Beautiful tiles. New inn, and yeah, the tiling on that. Pretty beautiful, pretty exquisite. Now I'm told that the tiling on that was actually painted over until a little while ago, but they have now obviously uncovered them and they look absolutely great. So down at the bottom of town, plenty of stuff going on down here, as you can see, busy old road. But yeah, looking forward to doing the new inn as stop 7 of the day. So Heineken Star Pubs owned, again, community local style place. That tiling is exquisite on the outside. Inside, it's very much as you would expect a community local to be. Bit of karaoke all set up over on one side, pool table, Heineken beer range including Murphy's, obviously, because Heineken own Murphy's these days. So show you around. One cask ale on, Otter Bitter, and said I am on the Murphy's, because I haven't had a Murphy's in a little while. Pool table, dartboards, screens galore, everything you would expect in a community local. And I will just squeeze through, thank you gentlemen, squeeze through and come around. So a little karaoke set up, look. You never know, if they've got karaoke on tonight, you might just end up seeing me back in here. But yeah, it's a decent size. It's very smartly presented. Nice guys running it. Owned by Star and Heineken. New in. Just maybe walk up a hill. And you know how I feel about hills. To be fair, it wasn't the worst hill in the world, but it was still a hill. And it brings us to this Wheatsheaf. So yeah, come up that hill and you'll soon reach the Wheatsheaf, which looks another nice enough old brick building. Obviously, again, a lot of the pubs around here feel like they're 100, 150, 200 odd years old, so that one might not be quite as old as those, but still a reasonable age, I would suggest. Rustic charm to this place. It's got a pool table at one end, plenty of screens all the way around, 4 cask ales on, 2 from Otter, Buckham Original, which is what I am now on. And it's not plugged in, but this has my favourite games machine that I ever found in any pub ever. I need to find out if it works. I need to. 4 hours on, and I'm on the Buckham Original. Nice, big, spacious area, but this is what I'm talking about. This machine round here, so it isn't currently working, but they are trying to get it fixed. And it is a Golden Tee golf machine, which was just absolutely amazing. They were the best machines ever. You'd slam this ball hard as you could, like that, like to send your ball fly. Honestly, they were amazing. So a great little pub, this. Lovely people running it again. Bit Forest on the TV, can't go wrong with that. We are playing a European game tonight. But yeah, a nice big pub. Pool table and stuff up the other end. Love it. I really enjoyed the Wheatsheaf. And the landlord's a Forest fan. All the best people are. Anyway. We won't turn this into a football thing. So come down the hill from there and you'll get to this one. Another one that Josh from Lovely Pubs has never been to, despite living in the area. That's what, 3 today?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, I've always been scared of this one because it's a flat roof pub. You know what they say about flat roof pubs?
What do they say about flat roof pubs? No, exactly. Right. Anyway, it's this. It's called the King of Wessex. Has a nice big beer garden space out to the rear. As you can see, darkness is upon us already. And we're only on stop 9 of the day, and it's still only like 4:30. So yeah, darkness is upon us. King of Wessex. Let's get and see what that's saying. And I'm on the hill. Feels like an estate pub. Feels and looks a bit like an estate pub. Very friendly. Good mix of people in. Dog friendly as well. There's another lovely dog in. It's all keg stuff. And I'm on the on a quick palate cleansing Jack Daniels. Look, you can tell it's Jack Daniels before you start moaning that way. Watch the sport in here. Game of pool. Happy days. Place to have a game of pool. Game of darts. Watch the sport, stuff like that. It's obviously got a jukebox, because that music is not exactly fit into the vibe, but that's what it is. It's slightly back towards the town centre, obviously. And stop 10 of the day is going to be this. The Bounty Inn. And the weather is actually doing an alright job of holding off today. So I can't moan too much about that, but that's a beaut as well. So I sat down here, stay on a residential street. It took about 10 minutes to walk up to it. So not too bad at all. And yeah, nice looking pub in the middle of all the houses. So it's obviously got a feeder of customers in the area it's in. Little tap mix on, and Purity Gold on, and a Hogsback one on the cask. Look at this little sweetheart snoozing away. It's pretty lovely. Yeah, you can walk all the way around. So 2 bars. Walk all the way around all the sides. Dogs. There's 2 dogs actually out there. Both golden retrievers and both absolutely lovely. The 2 car scales on, but I'm on the Camden Stout for now. But it's very nice inside, very well decorated, and looks decent. A little wonder. So this is the back room. It's got some lovely intricate detail up on the wall and things in there. So yeah, really nice looking place. So Cricket Club just behind here. May's Bounty is down that way, and it's on Bounty Road, which kind of gives you a clue as to why it's called the Bounty Inn. But you can walk all the way around. Yeah, every room from where we were earlier with the dog and the things. But decent little keg mix, couple of car scales on, dog friendly, and just really nice looking. Town centre officially arrived at, and there are 2, not 1, but 2 Wetherspoons pubs here. First of which, at this end of the town, is the older of the 2. I think the new one, the other one is a newer, more modern one. That is the Maidenhead Inn down here. So this is Maidenhead. Not Maidenhead, this is Basingstoke Town Centre. That's the Maidenhead Inn. And it's the Spoons. First one or 2. Let's do it. Yeah, definitely the older one of the 2 spoons in the town. So I've seen the outside of the other one already. It's definitely a newer one. Carpet, yeah, you know what? I've seen a lot worse. The carpet is not too shabby. The ales, there was a porter on there, but it's not on, which is a shame. But there are a few guest ales on. Let's have a wander and show you. Carpet. It's not the worst Wetherspoons carpet I've seen. I've seen several worse. I'm on that the Tomahawk from Sam Brooks, which ain't too bad, but that's what I wanted. Hook Norton Brewery is so good, and it's not on, sadly. So, not an awful lot of choices on the guest ales, I'd say. Long, narrow spoons, weird carpet, is what it is. But set out on different levels. That spoons, isn't it? It's very long, very narrow, that spoons. I wouldn't say that the guest ales are all that. It's not a particularly great layout. But opposite that, then, is one called this Alchemy. So literally, that is the Maidenhead Inn, and it is dead opposite Alchemy. So more of a cocktail bar, but I am well up for finding a pina colada. So let's go and see if they've got one. Nicole from Lovely Pubs is also here now as well. So they are both now babysitting me, which is always a good thing. Let's go and see Alchemy. This is a nice swanky little cocktail bar, and yes, they do have a pina colada. So I'm a happy camper for now. Let's wait and see what it's like when it gets here. But it's a nice, it's definitely a date night style vibe, little place. Definitely worth coming to. And again, a brand new sort of place that looks, it's different to anything else that I've done so far in Basingstoke today. So adds to the good little mix of stuff that's here. Here she is, look, the main event. She looks alright,
It's a magnificent specimen.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a magnificent specimen. We'll see how it tastes in a second. But yeah, it's a swanky looking date nighty little place. Look, it's very nice. The staff are very pleasant. It's definitely somewhere you could come down and enjoy a nice cocktail and a relaxing evening in a very nice looking surrounding. Try a taste test.
Could I exchange it?
No bad. Out there, wander around the corner, so this will be a completely different style vibe. So this, I've heard 2 or 3 different stories throughout the day, but this might or might not be Basingstoke's oldest pub. It's called Laarsens, which is basically, it's an Arsenal pub, and Laarsens, if you pick it apart, an anagram, it basically is Arsenal's. So, yeah, I don't really know. It obviously wasn't called that when it was the original pub, was it? So, whatever it was called before.
The Feathers. The
Feathers, see? This is why I bring people out who actually know stuff. So, the Feathers, now Laarsens is my next stop of the day. It can be dated back to the Civil War, this one. So, you know what? It very well could be the oldest pub in Basingstoke. Who knows? It certainly is old. The ceiling, the beams, all of the sort of the internal features do scream at me. Yeah, this is really, really old. So it is. It's a nice blend, a nice mix. Good place to watch the sport. Good place for a game of pool, but also good place for a bit of history. Yeah, a really good place to watch the football. So you've got the finest Celtic game on there. Villa are playing on that one with young boys, but decent sized pub, decent keg mix. Doombar as a cast ale. Obviously a DJ, so it's a bit of a party place going on and stuff as well. Sister pub to the Wheatsheaf, which I absolutely adored earlier. I thought that was a pretty wicked little one. And yeah, this has got plenty of charm and personality about it. Big garden and stuff to the back. Decent. At Laarsens, hang a right, head slightly down the slope, and slightly, not particularly well lit, but if you go to Dixie Chicken and look just past it, spy duck and tipple. So apparently in the door and up the stairs. So I'm assuming it is that up there. But yeah, a few people have shouted out that we should go and see duck and tipple. And yeah, I like a duck and I like a tipple, so let's get and see it. Stopped 14 of the day. Into a speed dating. No, actually, yeah, we've wandered into a speed dating event. Got a drink and they were like, oh, are you here for the speed dating? No, I'm definitely not. My wife would probably kill me, and I probably wouldn't get any likes, so I wouldn't bother. But aside from that, yeah, it's a pretty chill. They've got some good beers on the keg stuff, such as Loud Mistress, what I'm on. Siren are local. Obviously, they are Reading based, so local heroes. But yeah, all of these people, I believe, are here for speed dating. So all the tables are like, yeah, all down our stuff for speed dating. I mean, I've never been speed dating. I don't think I'd be very good at it. So, yeah. Aside from that, that is the duck and tipple for you. Speed dating nights available. This lot are doing is mithering at me now. Right, so there is a right, that duck and tipple. I really liked it. I mean, I would have stayed for speed dating, but my wife would kill me, so we didn't. Right, come out of there and opposite. So this was a nightclub for years and years, but now it is a sports bar, and it is directly outside or adjacent to the Wote Street Willie. Yeah, I said what I said. So apparently this is Wote Street, and this is the Wote Street Willie.
The big old piece.
Right. I mean, it's different. Anyway, let's move on. Right, so there's a sports bar called Jewel. So it's now open. It's a sports bar. Forest are about to kick off. Let's get and do it. It is a sports bar with some of the most terribly framed shirts I've ever seen, by the way. Professional shirt framing is available. Just hit me up. Professional shirt framer. But yeah, you know what, it's a big, it's cold, it's got shuffleboard, it's got pool table, it's got dartboards, it's a sports bar, plenty of screens. A sports bar, yeah, but some of the shirts are so badly framed. I don't know why you would put shirts up in frames like that. Yeah, anyway, but that's not what we're here for, is it? 3 pool tables, big screens, not much by the way of beer, and it is a bit cold in here, but you know, it's a sports bar. It does exactly what it says in the tin. Walking up the slope back past the Jane Austen statue. Next one. It's another sports bar. 2 sports bars in a row. Being the Poster Box Sports Bar. Newer one of the town apparently. So what I hear, not been a post box for that long. Is that right? Yeah, not been a post box for that long. It was the old post office. There you go. The old post office. Now called the Post Box and now a sports bar. Let's get in and see it. Right, no offence to the sports bar we've just been in, but this is definitely more, this feels more sports bar to me. It's a lot busier, it's a lot warmer, there's a lot more choice on the bar, there's a lot more screens, there's just a lot more going on. This, they've done a really good job with. It is pretty decent as far as like, sports bars can be very generic, right? This doesn't feel generic, this feels like it's been done really, really well. So, there's American football on one screen, there's Forest and stuff on the others. Shuffleboards, dartboards, all sorts. Dartboards, plenty of, I mean, properly framed again, properly framed shirts around. They actually, like, it looks like they've made an effort framing it. Shuffleboard, Forest, like I said, up on there. American football on this one. More pool tables and stuff down the end. And yeah, actually a reasonably decent little keg lineup of stuff. Meantime, Anytime IPA. I've actually got that Meantime Dial Lager that I've never actually had before. So, yeah, well, it's a much bigger range on the bar. It's warm in it, it's vibrant. As you can see how busy it is compared to the other one. It's just, yeah, it's just a really good sports bar, this. Really, really good sports bar. And next door is the tea bar, which would obviously have been included, but that is definitely not open tonight. So we're going to move on, carrying on this way. And then also, next would have been this, Gabardine, but that also not open tonight. So we carry on to, it's the White Hart, and it is another probably 400 metres on from there, but I can see it, so that is something at least. Oh, there it is. It's been talked up to me quite a lot by Josh today. Basingstoke Institution, a proper pub that is definitely one that if you're in Basingstoke you cannot possibly not visit. So, looking forward to it. So, when something's been talked up this much to me, might as well get in and see it. It is the White Hart. It talked up a lot, to be fair. There is a cast going on, Exmoor Gold. It's a really good place. It's got loads of, like, it's on different levels. Low ceilings, beams, plenty of character, plenty of charm. Staff are lovely. It is a really good pub. It's definitely worth the little walk down. It's only a few minutes. Walk down, see it for yourself. I don't think you will be disappointed in this at all. I'm certainly not. I really like it. Up on this side, obviously, where there are plenty of people, but it's nice. Yeah, look how low the ceiling is. That is a pretty low ceiling, but Brixton Pale. I'm on the Jack Daniels's. I'm on the Jack Daniels's still. Exmoor Gold, like I said to you, is a cask offering, and it is a pretty stylish, pretty historic looking little place. Definitely worth the trip down. 3 to do then, which will take me to 20 for the day, so it's been a decent day. So in the little complex now where you've got Five Guys, you've got Coke, you've got things like that, and obviously you've got one of these, BrewDog. And like I always say, you never know if this will be here the next time I come to Basingstoke, so we might as well make sure we get it ticked off tonight, just in case we can never actually tick it off because it's gone. So yeah, it's a decent little complex. It's Wagamama's, beers, burritos, tacos. This has become my favourite tent. I don't even know what it is. No, it's not open anyway. But right, BrewDog. Back to the task hand. Let's go and do BrewDog. BrewDog. So not much sense in me chatting hours of rubbish to you about what it is. They've actually got a decent little tipple of stuff on. I've gone with a caramel collision. Caramel collision. Up here. It's from that Hammerton caramel collision, a 6.1% stout. Nice. You know, it looks like a BrewDog, doesn't it? They all look the same. Rain has now decided to set upon me. Right, so 18. There is a Cosy Club right here, so that'll be 19, and then there is the other Wetherspoons that I talked about earlier at the end. 19, so come out of BrewDog just there. Number 19 is the Cosy Club. They've done, well, I dread to think how many Cosy Clubs have done so far. Josh is still going. He's not done too bad, to be fair. Yeah, Cosy Club, 19. Yeah, it's alright. I like Cosy Clubs anyway. So the same, so people who've never watched before, same group as the Lounge brand, just without the garish lampshades. They're very smart, they're very snazzy, they're very stylish, and that's all a good thing. It's not a shabby looking one either. So purpose-built gaff with plenty of the weird paintings that the Lounge brand always have up as well. And there is a couple. Look, there are a few of those lampshades to feast your eyes upon, should you so wish. But yeah, Cosy Club, 19. We've reached the final pub of the night, and it is the other Wetherspoons. This, obviously, in the little vicinity of where we are, is the purpose-built pub that was here. So a lot newer, more modern than the first Spoons. But let's get in and see what the carpet's like in this one, shall we? So this was the Lloyd's version of the Spoons. So it's called the Angel, and it is stop number 20 of the day. Oh, I hope it's got a good carpet. Let's get in and find out, shall we? Purpose built, isn't it? So it's a completely different style, completely different vibe of Spoons to the other one. Some of the guest ales are actually slightly better in this one. The carpet, though, the carpet's pretty naff. Especially the other carpet was pretty good. The Spoons was bad, the carpet was good. This I feel like that was like good spoon, bad spoons, good carpet. This is good spoons, bad. I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, I shouldn't drink anymore. I mean, I will, but I shouldn't. Anyway, admit though, that carpet is pretty shoddy compared to the other one. So, a few decent guest houses, including a Christmas beer called Ho Ho Ho, which just reminds me of my wife. I don't mean that. Not that she watches the videos there, but purpose-built spoons and the final stop of the night. It draws me to a close. You know what? Basingstoke's actually been a lot of fun. It really has been an absolute lot of fun. Company helps, but it's been a really good day. There is a lot of variety here. There is some really decent pubs, really good people, and just a really nice atmosphere all day long. So I appreciate you sticking with us. Thanks for watching. I will see you in King's Cross tomorrow.